Hello, all my dear Piscean friends. This is Maxine Taylor, and I have your forecast for January 2021. I have to get used to saying 2021. Um, I know I'm going to enjoy it. Look at this forecast. Oh, my dear friends. Let's start up here with Venus, the pink planet, the planet of love and beauty and money and happiness and all that good stuff. It has been sitting in your 10th house of career, and it is going to continue to sit there for just a little while longer, enhancing your public image, helping you be the loving leader that you are. People will love you now as their leader. It's beautiful. Now, on the 8th, Venus moves into your 11th house of friends. And you love being with your friends and they love being with you. And it brings out your humanitarian side. And so you go from career to friends. Have a ball. The 11th house is the house of the humanitarian. It loves being a friend. It loves being with friends. It loves being part of the whole. And so Venus is going to sit there the rest of the month. Now, the sun, the yellow planet, the giver of life, has been in your 11th house and will continue to be in your 11th house until the 19th. The sun, the giver of life, brings light wherever it goes. And so your friendship circle increases, brings you happiness, joy, Venus, maybe even love. On the 19th, the sun moves into your natural house, the 12th house, and you say, go away, world. I need my solitude and privacy. You'll see. And Mercury, dear Mercury, what we think about and talk about is in your 11th house. It has been there. And you're thinking about your friends. You're talking to your friends. Whatever you put your attention on grows. And that is your social circle, your friendship circle. Okay. On the 8th, Mercury moves into the 12th house, preparing the way for the sun. And so when the conscious mind, which is Mercury, moves into the 12th house, which is the subconscious mind, it's time to dream a little dream, because your dreams will be very revealing, won't they? They always are when that 12th house is triggered. Now, Mercury goes retrograde on the 30th. So you're not going to want to start any new projects when Mercury is retrograde. And it will be retrograde until sometime in February. I'm going to go over that with you in February. But Mercury will move into the shadow of the retrograde on the 15th of this month, which means it's going to feel like it's retrograde, but it's not. So if you're planning on starting a new venture or a new job or a new project, my suggestion is that you wait, if you possibly can, until it's sometime in March, when Mercury not only goes direct, comes out of retrograde, but moves out of and past the shadow after the retrograde. You just don't want to start a new project during that time if you can possibly handle it. Because whatever you begin under a retrograde Mercury either fizzles out completely or has to be redone within the year. Not so much in the shadow, but enough so that if you can possibly avoid new projects, what I suggest you do is tie up the loose ends of old projects. And so Mercury moves into your 12th house. It goes retrograde on the 30th and it backs into your 11th one more time. So there's some unfinished business involved with humanitarian groups, possibly a friend, possibly a group of people. That's cool. Now, Mars, very, very interesting. Mars is what we fight with or fight for, or both. Mars is in your second house of money. And when you are focused on it, you create money. Actually, you create a wonderful ebb and flow. I call it the get it, spend it flow. That is a great flow to be in. You can use your money to make a point. You can fight with your money. You might fight for your money. But whatever it is, money's getting your attention. And on the 6th, because Mars has been there, on the 6th, Mars moves into your third house and you communicate, you shoot from the hip. That will be your style. You're telling it like it is. You're very practical about your ideas and you're telling it like it is. So you may find that you're taking a stand for your own ideas. Well, bravo to you. Yes. Okay. We have a new moon on the 13th. Now, on a new moon, energy starts growing. It starts moving forward. Right around the 11th and 12th, nobody's going to have much energy. After the 13th, everybody's moving forward. This particular new moon is in 23 Capricorn. Find 23 Capricorn in your birth chart and combine it with this solar chart, and you'll have the whole picture. Okay, so the energy is growing, and it's growing, and it's growing, and we're approaching the full moon on the 28th. And on the full moon, well, for 2 days before the full moon, things are tight. It's like a violin string that's been tightened to within an inch of its life. And then on the full moon, it pops. This full moon on the 28th in 9 degrees of Leo is in your 6th house of work, health, and service. And so health matters can come to a head. If you have had an issue with any part of your body, it can be resolved on this full moon. Yes, won't that be lovely? Your job can come to a head, particularly good if you haven't had a job. The full moon in the 6th house can bring one along. Okay? Look once again in your chart for 9 degrees of Leo. Combine it with this full moon in your 6th house of work, health, and service, and you have the whole picture. So I love the way this looks for you. I hope you'll join me next month when once again we take another look at your forecast. Until then, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.